Hello and welcome to day 19 of my 7-week challenge to post a video every day. I am I'm sitting on a bench right now. I stopped on my way home. I got my bike right there and I'm guessing about 3 minutes before the cycle skier comes back and does a loop kind of around me. So I'm gonna try to record this in that time. So I'm just heading home right now from my counseling appointment. I take my bike for a couple of different reasons. I just started this summer. The main reason that got me thinking that that was even an option was I'm trying to save money. So if I take the bike, that's free versus spending money on gas. So that was the initial thought, but also it's perfect because it's a way that I can multitask and get in a workout instead of just sitting in the car driving to and from. Now it does take a little longer, but that's fine because I'm working out as well. And it's not an unreasonable distance. It's pretty straight line, and altogether it's about 9 kilometers round trip. So it's not too far, but it's also a decent enough workout to go that way. So on my way home, I just figured I would take a break on this bench because the bike ride there is anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes, and depending on wind. So the wind is going north today, and my arm is actually already going numb. The wind is heading north, so it pretty much carried me to my appointment. But coming back, it was a struggle because the wind was just pushing against me the whole time. So I'm actually kind of needed a break anyway, and especially to get where I am, I had to do quite an incline. So this was a good time just to take a little break. I see a walker on the path, I see a biker coming around, but I'm just going to keep doing this because that was my challenge, right? To be able to record these in public. Now I'm going to switch hands because that arm is going numb. Then this is the tricky thing with not having it propped up. So what I wanted to talk about today, as I mentioned, I wanted to talk about counseling. As I mentioned, I am driving home from my counseling appointment, and I just wanted to talk a bit about the stigma of counseling. I think for me, I more just don't understand why there's a stigma because I feel like most of the people I know that are productive, happy people have gone to counseling. So for me, I actually look at it as more of a positive and proactive thing to do. Because, I mean, we all go through life, and there are certain setbacks, certain things that may affect you. And for me, I feel like counseling, it isn't so much about dealing with problems, but it's about finding solutions and learning to understand yourself and learning why we do the things we do and feel the way that we feel. And just because sometimes there could be something that happened in the past that triggered the way you are now, but we don't necessarily know what it is, and it can almost hold you hostage until you learn what it is and figure it out and work through it. And once you do, it can be a great key to help you to just become a better version of yourself, understand yourself better, understand how to cope in similar situations. I'm going to switch hands again. Try to not vlog. Wow, that is very graceful, clearly. So I just want to talk about a bit about that. Now, it can be a dangerous thing too, because it could be that you're opening up a lot of repressed emotions. Now, the problem with that is if you're in counseling, it's often an hour session. So you could be opening up all this stuff, and then you kind of just have to stop and take a break. It's not always going to be like that, but sometimes it might. So it is important to kind of navigate that carefully too, because you don't want to just kind of tear your heart open and not have support to kind of walk with you as you deal with certain things. Now, that's just my opinion of that. Now, I wanted to also mention that there are different options when it comes to counseling. there there are expensive options, there are affordable options, and there are very, very affordable options. Where I go, it's actually free. It's about a 10-month waiting list, but once you get to the top of the waiting list, you can go once a week for a year. And that's pretty great, because even at cheap counseling, at more affordable places, it still gets expensive if you're going for a year. Even if you're spending only $5-10, it will add up over time. So I really appreciate places like this that make it possible for anyone to go to counseling. And also, I think it's great that there are some government-funded programs that are actually useful, because we all know that the government money doesn't always go to places and things that we want them to. So for me, I think it's great because it's something that can help everyone to just become a better version of themselves. Not only that, where I go, they also offer free workshop for women on anything, whether it's holistic healing or crafts, arts, so many different things that I have taken part in and really enjoyed. I find it's been such a beneficial thing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It doesn't bother me to talk about it. I think it's a normal thing. And even so many people, I've heard so many really successful people offer that as advice for someone who wants to be successful, let's say, as just a way of life, is to just work through things, because none of us are perfect. We all are affected by different things. And again, it's just a way to understand ourselves and understand how we navigate the world and how we see the world. And if there are things that we're doing or ways that we're looking at the world that are not helpful or practical, or that are creating walls and holding us back, then it's a way that we're able to work through them and potentially be better. Not to say that anyone is inherently bad or not good enough to begin with, but I'm just putting it out there as an option, something to consider if you have never considered it, or if you know someone else that could possibly benefit it. I just wanted to say that there are absolutely options, and it is a wonderful thing. I've really found it helpful. It took me a long time to go, actually, I should say. This is my second year session. I did start going, I guess, 3 years ago, but I ended up only getting 9 months because my counselor, I guess, got pregnant right when we started. So she went on mat leave after a year. But the good thing about that is I was able to go back on the waiting list, and then by the time I did get to the top before she was back, but I ended up just deferring until she was back. So I was able to go back to restart a year with her once my counseling finished. There's a runner coming right now, so I'm just going to talk a little slower, and there's a walk coming. So anyway, I'm just going to actually wrap it up right now. So thank you for watching. Have a great night. Bye.